Step number 8 is called the close. One of the biggest myths in sales is that all the magic happens in the close. Not true. The close should be the obvious conclusion to a masterful presentation. If you've done a great steps 1 through 6, the close is pretty obvious and pretty simple. And you should be able to just write the order some other time. One of the biggest problems that most salespeople have is they never ask for the order because they don't know how to ask for the order. You've seen in the past people will say things like, all I need is your authorization right here. And they push a contract and the pen towards the customer. It makes them feel pressure. Or they'll say, can we have the order? Or can we have your business? Puts all the pressure on the customer. What we try to teach is keep the pressure off the customer by always giving them what we call an option. Option close, either or. And the key to it is make either option a win-win for us. So give them the option, but both options are positive. So here's how we would teach you to lay out the price. We found that if you show 100 people just a price, then all they have to look at is the price, and that's what they have to consider or to answer to. What studies have shown, if you show people a price and payments at the same time, that 50% of the people look at the price first, 50% of the people look at the payment first. Now, we don't care which one they look at, but what we found is the people that look at the payment first, over half of those people never question the price. So just by the way we lay out the price, a lot of times gets most people or some people not to question our price. So we want to use visuals as we lay out our price. We don't want to use a contract or anything like that, because remember that contract is negative. We don't want to bring out that contract at this point. What we want them to do is to see the price, the payments at the same time. So what we do is we lay it out like this. As you can see here, we'll say, Mr. Jones, your retail price is $9,950. You did call the reference list, and that brings down $200 off the price. Brings your price down to just $97.50. Now, I took the opportunity to work up some payment options for you. For 24 months would be $412. For 36 months would be just $293. And for 48 months would be $147. Once your job is complete and you're satisfied, would you be in a position to write us a personal check, or would you want to take advantage of one of our payment options? And shut up and let them answer. If they give you an objection, we'll tell you how to react to that. But you're going to see a lot of times they're just going to pick one. And when they do, you have the sale. Let's talk about how we laid that price out. The $9,950, we want to make that sound big. $9,950. We want the number 200 to sound big. We want the number just $97.50 to sound small. We call this big, big, small, and then in the payments, we call it big, small, big. We found that the customer tends to focus or first look at the number that sounds small. In our payment situation here, we want them to start the discussion in the middle so we can go either way. It gives us negotiating room on the payment. For example, if they look at that 36-month payment and they say 36 months, that's 3 years. I don't want to pay for this for 3 years. Then we can go to 24 months. If they look at the 36-month and they say that's $293, then I still can go to 48 months at a payment that's much smaller. That's what we're trying to do. Just start the discussion. Because if we're talking about how much it is or how they're going to pay, we're not talking about if they're going to buy. We're talking about how they're going to buy. The way you lay the price out, the way you ask for the order is a big determining factor on how many objections you get and how many deals you close.